Well, tonight we have two teams that need a win to stay alive in the CHL race. Welcome to Mariemont High School, where the Lady Warriors will be taking on the Lady Wildcats from Deer Park High School. Hello, I am Bill Bretz. Going to be doing this game solo tonight. We've got an interesting matchup here tonight. And it's CHL, it's early January. We still have a 4-team race going right now. Now, Wyoming is on top at 6-0. Right behind them, Indian Hill 5-0. Those two teams will meet for the first time about 24 hours from now. But the two teams playing right now are right behind them. Deer Park, they're following kind of the same path as the boys basketball team. 2 years ago, the boys basketball team at Deer Park was just under 500. And of course, we know what they did last year, 29-0 and State Division III champions. This team this year for Deer Park, last year the team had a record of 11-12, just under 500. This year, the girls are 8-2, 4-1 in the league. They are off to their best start in 28 years for the Deer Park Wildcats. They are a team that starts some seniors. They're a veteran team. They're going to be meeting the Mariemont Warriors. Now, the Warriors, well, they're an interesting team, too. They come in this game 8-3, 4-2 in the league. Doug Springs, second-year coach at Mariemont, was co-coach of the year last year. They are a three-time league champion, the Mariemont Warriors were. They were co-champs last year with Madeira, but they lost 6 seniors, including all 5 starters from last year's team. This was supposed to be a rebuilding year. Obviously, Coach Spreen is quite happy with where the outcome is right now. This team, as we said, 8-3 and 4-2. They are led by Kendall Dewey right now, one of the only couple players that came back with varsity experience. She's 14.8 average, 3rd in the league. She's 2.5 assists, that's 5th in the league, shooting 75% from the foul line. She's a junior, 5'5 junior. Olivia Nacioni, she is a 5'7 junior. She's the other one with some experience last year. She's 2nd in the team in scoring right now, 6.1 a game, 4.5 rebounds. So these are the 2 girls that he is depending on, and so far have come through big time for the Mariemont Warriors, getting them to this 8-3 mark and 4-2 in the league. They need to win tonight, probably more than Deer Park needs to win tonight, because right now with those 2 teams undefeated ahead of these 2 teams, they cannot afford, neither one of the teams really cannot afford another loss in the league. I will be back here with the starting lineups and tonight's game for Mariemont High School, so don't go away.
Comets win! There's a nice feed by Hunter! And Baisley with the rip. Dean Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey.
Oh, got a little wink action there.
Hey. And shot. The Warriors in the state final!
And Bill Brett's back here at Mariemont High School. We've gone through the starters, but now we're going to start the action here tonight between the Mariemont Warriors coming in at 8-3, 4-2 in the league, and the Deer Park Wildcats 8-2, 4-1 in the league. Tom Folke, the coach at Deer Park, is in his second year, as Doug Spreen is second year at Mariemont. And it's the Wildcats with the tip, and they got the ball first. Brian Seltzer, Kyle Creech, Ron Proctor are our officials here tonight in this game. CHL action here tonight. Very quickly, that's Tori Mackey with the shot in the paint. Will not fall, and Mariemont gets the ball here. They will be starting Kendall Dewey, Aisha Robertson, Olivia Nacioni, Ellie Halpin, and Maddie Hartman. And working the ball up floor quickly, but out of bounds. It's off Deer Park. Deer Park starting Maddie Hinton, Bailey Weaver, Bailey, they are seniors. So is Tori Mackey's a senior. Janae Rose, sophomore, and Samantha Schreibus, another senior. Interesting thing about the team, we told you that Doug Spreen's Mariemont Warriors are fairly young team here. They have no seniors on their team at all right now. It's got to make him feel good at this point in time. 8-3 in the season, no seniors. Only Dewey and Naccioni are the only two that had some bit of experience coming back from last year's team. As far as Deer Park goes, Tori Mackey is first team all-league last year. Janae Rose was honorable mention. That's three-point attempt and off the rim and in by Bailey Weaver. And she's actually on the line there. They're going to give her a 2 on that one. Well, they've changed it to a 3 now. So Bailey Weaver with the 3. And back. And that was Maddie Hartman. I was looking away here, but Maddie Hartman got the first basket for Mariemont. Back the other direction on a layup. Hinton, there's Mackey, top of the key, three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Weaver. Mackey's going to try it again and rolls off the rim, out of bounds, and it was off Deer Park. So Mariemont with the ball. 6:17 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats have a 1-point lead. Mariemont has definitely controlled the series between these two teams over the years. As Kendall Dewey on the inside, and we have a foul coming up. And a foul coming up on Bailey Weaver. That's her first. That's the team's first. Mariemont has won 14 of the last 14 games these two teams have played. The last time Deer Park won a game was back in January 22nd, 2011. Deer Park beat Mariemont 49-44. So Mariemont has controlled the series, but this is as even as these two teams have been since that time. And we got a foul coming up on Kendall Dewey. That's her first, and that's the team's first. Weaver triggering in out of bounds. The Rose, and that is blocked by Dewey out of bounds. So it'll stay down the Deer Park side. Once again, Weaver. See this block. Nice little block coming up from behind. Back to live action here when Deer Park loses the ball here. Turnover on the Wildcats. So you see Maddie Hartman with the ball, number 33. And oh, that ball is taken away by Weaver. Weaver is first in assists in the league, 4.3 a game. A nice pass from Weaver. She was trying to find Maddie Hinton under the basket, but it slipped out of bounds. And there is Aisha Robertson. Naccioni. Back to Ellie Halpin. Naccioni, little scoop shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Rose. Janae Rose. Sister of Jalen Rose, one of the star players on that 29-0 boys team last year, won state championship at Deer Park. Rose is tied up underneath, and she travels. Good defense by the Mariemont Warriors. They just collapsed on her. Hartman over Naccioni, back to Dewey. Dewey now bringing it over the timeline. They're trapping Dewey. Dewey breaks the trap, takes the shot, got it. Kendall Dewey, her first points, averaging just under 15 a game. Gives Mariemont their first lead at 4-3. Tori Mackey, another long three-pointer. This time she gets it. Mackey 31% behind that three-point arc. It's 1 for 3 tonight. And we got a turnover on Mariemont. There's Kendall's 3 right there. Back the other direction. Tori Mackey gets the open 3. And Kenzie Schneeman is in. Kenzie Schneeman, a sophomore, is in the game, number 1 for Deer Park. She averages about 6 a game. And that's a trip. We're going to call it a trip on number 3. Claire Wilder, a 5'7" sophomore, is in the game. Picks up second foul for Mariemont, her first foul. Mackey, it's taken away, stripped away by Wilder. Amy Moeller is in the game too, a freshman for Mariemont. So the turnover is on Mariemont. Comes back the other direction now for the Wildcats. We've got 3:30 to play here in quarter number 1. Deer Park with a 2-point lead. Little scoop and foul. Maddie Hinton.
Lady Warriors foul number 2, Kendall Dewey.
Kendall Dewey just picked up her second foul. You can see Dewey here. There's Dewey with the reach in, and Kendall Dewey now is 3:26 to go, is sitting with 2 fouls. Hinton misses her first one. 59% foul shooter. First time at the foul line tonight. Gets that one, her first point. 7-4. As Dewey is now out of the game. Oh, nice feed into Aisha Robertson. Will not fall. It's Abby Lyons who's in the game now. Abby, a 5'5" sophomore. Weaver, the Mackey. Back over the Hinton. Looking inside, there's Weaver looking into Hinton. And you can see why Bailey Weaver leads the league in assists there. Nice job. 9-4 lead, largest lead now for the Wildcats. And back the other direction comes the Mariemont Warriors as Naccioni gets her first basket. Back to a 3-point lead. Off a screen, and we're good. Rose tried to fight for the rebound, was taken away though by Mariemont. Muller. Naccioni again in the paint, and she is fouled going to the line. And foul is on Schneeman. That's her first, second for Mariemont. That puts Naccioni into the line, a 41% foul shooter. Gets the first one, that's her third point.
And for Wildcat number 3,
Kara Crockett in the game for Deer Park. Gets both of them. Along with number 42, Samantha Schreibus. Samantha, a senior. Weaver. And that's blocked by Mariemont. Come back the other direction. There's Naccioni with a little scoop shot off the rim. And they're going to call, I think, over. No, they're going to call it's. And they called on.
Her second, team fourth.
I'm not sure who they called that on, but I think they called it on Robertson. I think she was the one who, Rebecca will check that later. Okay, number 3, we heard number 3, that's Claire Wilder, that's her second foul. There's Hinton, no good. Kicked out of bounds by Abby Lyons. Weaver gonna trigger in for the Wildcats, 1:30 to go here in quarter number 1, and that was broken up by Lyons. Still stays down the Wildcat side. Hinton. Long three-point off the backboard and in by Kira Crockett. We're going to call it a 2-point. She was on the line. 3-point lead now. Needed some help underneath the basket there as Muller. There's one. She got everything of that rim. And I think they said she was on the line, so they're going to call it a 1. There is a little scoop shot enough, but foul by Hinton was fouled.
Mayweather foul for 13, Amy Muller.
Amy Muller picks up the foul. That's her first, and that is the team's 5th. And puts Hinton at the line. 59% foul shooter. She's 0 for 1 tonight. Now 2 for 3, or 1 for 3. I'll get the math right. She shows why she's right around a 50% foul shooter. She's 2 for 4 tonight. She has 4 points. Puts her team a 4-point lead. Down about 40 seconds to go. 3-point attempt, and misses everything. Is rebounded by Hinton. Nice look up to Shanima, and Kenzie Shanima got the basket. And it's now a 6-point lead. And she did the last time they got a 6-point lead. And Gioni answers with a basket. She has now 6. That's off the rim. Nice rebound by Weaver. Now Robertson with the rebound. 2 seconds to go. And it's going to end that way with the Wildcats up at the end of the first quarter, 14-10. Naccioni has 6 points. Dewey has 2 points. And of course, Kendall Dewey picked up 2 quick fouls. She's been on the bench for most of the first quarter. Maddie Hartman has a basket. Schneeman has a basket. Kira Crockett a 2-point basket. Bailey Weaver a 3-pointer. Tori Mackey a 3-pointer. And Maddie Hinton, she has a basket and 2 foul shots. And we see a couple of highlights here. And I believe that is Robertson. That was Robertson? Yeah, Robertson with the basket here. So we got Aisha Robertson with the basket. We're going to have to pick up where we missed up on the baskets right there. There's Naccioni. She's answered twice when they got 6-point leads with baskets. And that's a nice look inside. That's a nice look inside from Weaver in the Hinton. That's 3-point off the everything in the rim there. And this is our final shot here that we're going to show in the highlights, and that's it. Maddie Hartman, by the way, that name sounds familiar. You might remember Asa Hartman, who was here for 3 years, 2-3 years here at Mariemont High School. Did quite well. I believe she is still. I believe she's playing in Wheeling, West Virginia. Wheeling Jesuit, I believe. I might have that wrong, but she is the sister. And Marley Valentine, the freshman on the team, her sister Marin. Her dad is the clock operator here. Second quarter here. There's Robertson, and they said there's going to be a foul. Well, they changed it. That's foul. I think it's going to be a turnover. At least she traveled in lane. Hinton bringing the ball up the floor here with her Wildcats with a 4-point lead. There is Janae Rose. No, will not fall. She was a little bit too deep under the basket here. Mancioni. Over the line, she was trying to find Robertson underneath, but could not find her, as we see Marley Valentine. We just talked about her sister Mariam. Marley Valentine, freshman in the game for Mariemont. And that is taken by Weaver. Hinton bringing the ball up the floor. Mackey, that's Naccioni, intercepts that ball, comes back the other direction. Too hard off the rim. Rose with the rebound, and Mariemont gets the ball back. Lions. And then taken right back by Hinton. Hinton, the other direction. No good, and I think we're going to have Mariemont had to rebound. They had it out of bounds here. I think Doug Screen wanted a foul on that, but the play was actually blown dead before that. Mackey, Rose, short, taken by Robertson. Naccioni running the ball the other direction now for the Warriors. There's a three-point attempt. That is no good by Moeller. Offensive rebound, though, by the Warriors, and Tori Mackey with the steal. And Abby Lyons with the foul. Lions first, it's team 6. So you see Hartman back in the ball game now for Mariemont. There's Rose, and could not fall. Rebounded by Valentine. Valentine gives it up to Naccioni. Three-point attempt, off the rim. Naccioni with the offensive rebound, drives the lane, got it. Olivia now has 8 points. Has 8 of the 12 points for the Warriors right now. Three-point attempt, off the rim, short. The offensive rebound, but now taken away by Valentine. Valentine now gives it up to Naccioni. There's a little scoop. Oh, that shot, that was bad pass. Rose. And Rose tumbles to the floor. Actually, there was no contact on her. She just fell. Three-point attempt, off the rim. Back the other direction, Tori Mackey comes. Tori tries a scoop shot, but she's fouled by Naccioni. Now we see that Rose down here. There was no contact right there. She just fell to the floor. And we had a foul coming on. I believe I said the foul was on Naccioni. That's a 7th foul. Tori Mackey. Tori Mackey's going to be shooting 2. Tori's a 50% foul shooter. She missed the first one. Rose takes a seat on the bench here for Deer Park. Second attempt by Mackey. She's got that one. She has 4. Team has 15 now. They're up by 3. Kendall Dewey back in the ball game for Mariemont. She's playing with 2 fouls. Lions to drive back out to Dewey and almost taken away. Dewey kicks it back out to Lions, but no good. Another offensive rebound for the Warriors, though. This time, though, taken away. Schneemann, the Hinton, and Hinton, that's almost taken away. There's Hinton, baseline three-pointer off the rim, and we're going to have a foul coming up.
Wildcats foul number 42, Samantha Schreiber. Her first, team third.
Samantha Schreibus picks up the foul. It's her first. It's the team's third.
Wildcats 13, Abby Rice.
Abby Rice in the ball game now for Deer Park, number 13. And misses everything on a three-pointer. Tom Folke's only playing with 9 players. He only has 4 on the bench. Lindsey Damron had injured a couple weeks ago, had a finger injury. She's going to be out probably most of the season, so he's not playing with a very deep bench. And there is Dewey with the basket. Brings her team back within 1 now. Looks like now the Warriors are in a zone defense, 2-3 zone. Weaver, no good, and the follow-up, though, is in by Abby Rice. She gets a basket now. Back to a three-point lead now. Macchione and Dewey are playing toss. Now back over the Lions. Oh, nice job. Lions breaks away from her player. Schreibus, yeah, here comes Dewey's basket right there. Nice job of her breaking away from her defensive player, get loose. Meanwhile, Samantha Schreibus just picked up her second foul. Dewey, and they're going to count it as a 3. And Kendall, that is 7 points now. She's 29% from behind the arc this season. She ties the ball game at 17. And a block by Abby Muller. Lots of substitutions coming in here right now. There's Kendall Dewey right behind the arc. Swish. Three-pointer. That is no good by Rice. Back the other direction comes Lions now. Macchione tries a little scoop in there. It does not fall. Terry Mackey with the rebound now. Back the other direction comes Hinton. The shot by Schneemann was no good. Kendall Dewey now, the junior. There's Lions, three-point, no good. And follow-up by Macchione. She gets her 10th point. She has 10 of her team's 19 points. And that gives the Warriors their first lead since early on in the game. And Tom Folke's going to call a timeout right now. You see the three-point miss here by Lions. Look at Macchione. It's just perfect position. Perfect position underneath the basket there. And I think right now that was actually 23 made the basket. Okay, 23, I'm sorry. 23 and 22 were pretty much alike there. Ellie Halpin had the basket. So we'll keep Macchione with 8 points right now, and Halpin's first basket here. 19-17, it's 1:37 to go here in the first half. Well, these two teams came in pretty even in the record right now, although Deer Park has scored about 20 more, almost 20 more points a game. They average about 55 a game to Mariemont's almost 37. So about 18-point difference. That's a travel by Rice. Dewey back in the ball game. Places Claire Wilder. Macchione now bringing the ball over the timeline. Just a little over a minute to go here. And Rose picks up the ball. There was a scramble underneath there, but it's Janae Rose. Tori Mackey, long three-pointer, got it. It's her second one. Mackey now has 7. Gives her team a 1-point lead. And we have a foul on Janae Rose away from the ball. That's her first, team's 5th. Robertson back in the ball game for the Warriors, replacing Valentine. Lyons trying to trigger it in. She does. Dewey with the ball. Now she was trying, Macchione was trying to break loose to the corner there, but she got hung up. And the ball is out of bounds, so turnover. It's Claire Wilder now back in the ball game. Dewey takes a seat on the bench. Mariemont still in that zone, 30 seconds to go. Wildcats hold on to a 1-point lead. Weaver got it. 2 points for Weaver. Bailey now has 5. 3-point lead. Let's see, about 13 seconds to go in the game. Macchione, drive, there's Lyons. Off the rim. Battle underneath. It's out of bounds off of Claire Wilder. So with 0.5 seconds to go, Deer Park's going to have a chance for a heave here. Could not get it up and to the basket there. So we go to the half with the Wildcats up 22-19 over the Warriors. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. Don't go away.
Warrior fans, Wildcat fans are first to check out the latest information. Education
And welcome to Mariemont High School. You see our score right there, 22-19 in favor of the Wildcats. For Mariemont, Kendall Dewey has 7 points. Asia Robertson has a basket. Ellie Halpin has 2 points. He had a little mix-up in there. It wasn't Maddie Hartman scored 1 basket. It was actually, I think it was Robertson. But Olivia Naccioni is leading scorer with 8 points for the Warriors. For the Deer Park Wildcats, Kenzie Schneeman, 2 points off the bench. Kira Crockett, 2 points off the bench. Manny Hinton has 4 points. Bailey Weaver has 5 points. Abby Rice has a basket. Tori Mackey leads the Wildcats with 7 points, including 2 3-pointers here. Deer Park 8-2, 4-1 coming into this game, 4-2. Mariemont in the CHL, and 8-3 coming into the game here tonight. We invite you to go to chlsports.com to get all the information on CHL sports, Cincinnati Hills League sports, and all different kinds of information. We have a great story on the website of the review of the 2018 year, which was a great year, if not a historic year for the CHL. As 4 different state champions in 4 different sports from 4 different schools, including one of them from this school here. Well, 2 of them from these schools: Deer Park boys basketball and Mariemont girls lacrosse. Starting quarter number 3 here. We'll have the playback times at the end of this quarter. Robertson trying to look underneath there, loses the ball though to Deer Park. We'll have the playback times at the end of this quarter. Thanks to Drew Lowry and a great ICRC crew that came out here tonight, and that's a nice job by Bailey Weaver. She gets her 7th point. 5-point lead now for the Wildcats. Naccioni, and broken up, and it is a possession call, and it's going to go to the Warriors. Or I'm sorry, it's going to go to the Wildcats. Weaver triggers it into Hinton, bringing the ball over the timeline. Mariemont staying in that 2-3 zone. They've been in that zone, I believe, the whole game. Tori Mackey with the miss, the little scoop shot, and she's fouled. Ellie Halpin picks up the foul. That's her first. It's not a shooting foul. That's the first foul on Mariemont. Off the rim by Mackey from the baseline. Naccioni out to Dewey. Dewey, scoop shot, she's fouled. Looks like by Rose. And actually it's by Schreibus. That's her 3rd foul. And that is the first of this half. That's Dewey at the line. Kendall, first time at the line tonight. She is a 76% foul shooter. Best foul shooter out there on the floor right now. Schreibus takes a seat on the bench as Schneeman back in for her. Second shot, off the rim. Rose with the rebound. Mackey. This Deer Park team is a pretty veteran team. They have 4 seniors on the team. As we said, this Mariemont team has no seniors on the team. Graduated 6 of them last year. Now that shot was did not have the numbers, definitely, from Mariemont. Back the other direction, and Mackey with a nice little drive in the basket. A basket and 1 for Mackey. Kendall Dewey picks up her 3rd foul. Puts Mackey at the line. She is 1 for 2 tonight. gets that one. Mackey now is in double figures with 10, and that 7-point lead is the largest lead now for Deer Park, and taken away by Schneeman. Schneeman in the paint. Does not fall, gets the offensive rebound, but it's taken away by Dewey. Back the other direction comes Kendall Dewey, and a reach-in foul on Maddie Hinton. That's her, be her first. And that's the team's second. So both teams have 2 fouls. So we'll just kind of reset the offense right here. Naccioni taking the ball out of bounds to Dewey. Naccioni and Dewey, as we said at the top of the broadcast tonight, the 2 players coming back with the most experience from last year's league championship team. We tie with co-champs with Madeira. Naccioni in the paint, got it. She now is double figures with 10. 5-point lead now for the Wildcats. Hinton, Mackey, and that is flipped out of bounds by Maddie Hartman. It's going to stay down at the Deer Park side. Here's Naccioni's little drive. Look how she splits the defense right there. Good job by Olivia Naccioni. Wholesale substitutions here for the Warriors. Robertson. Naccioni loses it, and they're going to call over and back. Although I think it's not. I think they're going to overturn this because it was off a Deer Park player. I thought it was off a Deer Park player. I think we can see this. No, it was off of Naccioni's foot, so it was actually a good call. Weaver right in front of our broadcast area down here to Hinton. Neiman thinks about driving, takes an 8-footer, she's fouled. Foul by Naccioni. For Olivia, that's her second, and that is the team's third. And that will put Kenzie Schneeman at the line. She is coming in stat-wise only a 10% foul shooter. Struggled at the foul line this year. That helps the old average right there, though. Got the first one, she has 3 points now. Trying to give her team another 7-point lead. Off the rim. Offensive rebound, though. Does not fall. Gianni the other direction. Gianni being guarded by Rose. And there is a drive by Claire Wilder. She gets her first basket. Back to a 4-point lead now. Mackey, 3-point attempt. Got it. Nothing but net. Tori Mackey, that is her third 3-pointer. She has 13 points. Mackey's season and career high is 22. Seven-point lead now. Hinton, got it. And Doug Schneen wants to call a timeout. He calls a full timeout. We're going to see the last 3 baskets. Three-pointer by Mackey. And there's a drive in the basket by Hinton. Hinton now has 6 points. In the game, 31 points. For the Wildcats, they have a 5-point lead right now. Boys basketball, Wyoming's off to a 5-0 start in league, 8-0 overall. They had a win last night over Mariemont, and then Mariemont played them tough last night. The Warriors, they lost by 7, but 53-46. Mariemont 7-5 in the league already. I think there's 5 teams that have at least a 500 record here. Indian Hills 7-3, Redding's 10-3. They have the most wins in the league. Deer Park 57-51 win over Indian Hill. They're 5-1 in the league, 9-2 overall. Their only loss in the league, of course, has been that 1-point loss to Wyoming right before Christmas. So Wyoming and Deer Park will meet for the second time at Deer Park on January 29th. And by the way, today the first AP state rankings came out for the boys. And how about this domination by Cincinnati? Moeller number 1. Moeller is number 1 in Division I. Wyoming's number 1 in Division II, and Deer Park's number 1 in Division III. And Kendall Dewey just picked up her 4th foul. That's the team's 4th foul. Dewey's going to take a seat on the bench, so sits on the bench, she has 8 points. So Kendall Dewey picked up 2 quick fouls at the beginning of the game. Now she has 2 fouls here in the 3rd quarter. So Cincinnati dominating Division I, II, and III in boys basketball. Of course, Moeller, defending Division I state champs, and Deer Park, defending Division III state champs. And how about that Wyoming? What a year they're having. 15-0 on the football team, and the basketball team's 8-0. 10 of the 12 players are on from the football team are on the basketball team. Deer Park 9-point lead. There's Rose. The scoop shot does not fall. Wilder with the rebound. Broken up by Weaver. Mariemont's ball. Roll out in front of their own bench. Weaver almost broke it up from Naccioni. Valentine back in the ball game. A little miscommunication there, and that's a travel. I think there was a little miscommunication between the Warriors, as both Wilder and Naccioni were in the same area. Deer Park trying to get a double-figure lead. And it falls. And that is by Bailey Weaver. It's Weaver's 9th point. And it is indeed an 11-point lead. Janae Rose just picked up her 2nd foul, and that's a 2nd foul on Deer Park in this half. Mariemont is playing with 5 fouls. We're approaching the 2-minute mark. And Kenzie Schneeman picks up her 2nd foul.
That's her 2nd, team 4th.
And Tori Mackey back in the ball game as Weaver takes a seat on the bench. As we said, Tom Foke's bench is not a deep bench. He only has really 4 girls on that bench right now. And there's Valentine with the shot, her first basket. Ellie Valentine. Back to a single-digit lead now for the Wildcats. Kara Crockett in the game. Kara trying to set a screen here. Now they're rolling around the other direction. Mackey, nice little fake, and she's got it to a basket and 1. Valentine with the foul. Now watch what she does. She fakes in one direction and very quickly splits 4 defenders and gets the basket and the foul. She's having quite a half right now. Off the rim. Rebounded by the Lions. Mackey has 8 points in this quarter, 15 for the game. Minute 30 to go. We want to be having those playback times. And in this game, we have a possession call. Possession's going to stay down with Mariemont. We'll be playing those. We'll be doing those playback times at the end of this quarter. Robertson, Wilder, that's way off the basket, and Valentine tried to save it, but no good. So 1:10 to go. Schneeman into Hinton. She walks the ball up the floor here. Hinton's gonna try to go coast to coast. Robertson with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Bit of a weave right now. There's Naccioni into the paint. Got it. Nice drive by Olivia Naccioni. She's had some good drives this game. There's some nice baskets underneath her. She has 12. Naccioni has equaled her season high. She had a 12 against Norwood. Rose kicks it back out to Mackey. Into Rose. Shot was up and no good by Crockett. Mariemont. Good defense by Rose and by Mackey, and that's it. So they kept Mariemont from taking a shot there as they take a 9-point lead into the third quarter, 37-28. If you stare at your screen long enough, you're going to see those playback times that are becoming up very quickly here. 6 p.m. on Friday the 10th, Saturday the 12th at 10 a.m., Sunday the 13th at 3 o'clock p.m., and Tuesday the 15th at 4:30 p.m. Of course, we're on Spectrum, Cincinnati Bell Optics, and of course, these games are streamed on ICRC-TV.com, where you can see all the games that we have for you. Next Wednesday, we'll be back in this gym for the girls' Madeira at Mariemont. Another CHL action here. We see Naccioni as she splits the defense for a basket. And this is going to be the Olivia Naccioni highlight reel right now. There we go. Well, as we said, we'll be back in this gym next week with Madeira at Mariemont. Good old-fashioned backyard rivalry between these two teams who were co-champs last year in the CHL. And then a couple days later, Friday, Finneytown at Mariemont for the boys in CHL action. The Finneytown boys coming in here. Mariemont, as we said, Mariemont boys had a 4-game win streak broken, but played Wyoming tough. Begin quarter number 4. Thanks to Drew Lowry and the entire ICRC crew that's come out here tonight in this very cold night. There is misses everything. 3-point attempt by Weaver. 7:34 to go in the game. And Mariemont now trying to claw their way back into this ball game. Dewey back in. She has got 4 fouls. Looks like the Wildcats are in a 2-on-2. And that's Dewey. And they're going to call that a 3-pointer for Dewey. 2-on-2 offense right now, or defense. Rose traveled. So Janae Rose with the travel. Dewey. Look at that, she called that off the glass there, huh? I don't see that very often. She has 11 in the game. Dewey's had 24 points twice this season. Dewey, another three-pointer. This one's short off the basket, but the offensive rebound by Abby Lyons, and she has fouled. And the foul was on, did not see who the foul was on here. I think the foul was on Weaver. To her second, puts Lyons at the line. She misses her first one. Abby, a 60% foul shooter, taking her first attempt tonight.
In for Lady Warrior number 20, Erica Dewey.
Erica Dewey, freshman, is in the game. She's the sister of Kendall Dewey. Second attempt, and both of them missed by Lyons. You're gonna get back in this ball game, you got to score with the clock stopped. Mancioni. She's going to try to take it all by herself, but Rose takes it away from her. Tori Mackey, a little spin move there. Now she slows it down. Baseline shot, no good by Tribus. He's back in the ball game. And the ball is out of bounds. It goes back to Mariemont. Mariemont down by 6. Deer Park was down by 11. And Deer Park's going to call a timeout. That's her second timeout. So Tom Folke's got 3 timeouts left. Doug Spreen has 4 of them left. Possession arrow is in favor of Mariemont right now. We're talking about how good Wyoming's doing. You know, and we said 10 of the 12 players in that team were from that state championship football team. But one guy that's not on that state championship football team was Asaya Walker. And against Clark Montessori, Walker was 9 for 9 from the field and 6 for 6 from the foul line for a career high 24 points. Not bad. A perfect night. You don't see that very often in any level of basketball. I mean, a perfect night right there. And of course, Wyoming doing it, of course, with their players off that state championship football team. Dewey. Mancioni, back to Dewey. There's Mancioni trying to split that defense, and there's a kick underneath there. One of the Deer Park players kicked the ball. So Muller taking the ball out of bounds here for Mariemont. Out to Lyons. Now back in the hands of Dewey. And will come into the game just averaging just under 15 a game. 11 in this one. And Dewey with the three-pointer, and she's fouled. Maddie Hinton with the foul. We see this again. Look at Dewey. With Hinton on her, Dewey swishes it. Dewey has a chance for a 4-point play. And does not fall. Rose with the rebound. But the Wildcats, or the Warriors, are back within 3 now at 37-34. Dewey takes a seat on the bench. Kendall Dewey takes a seat on the bench, and Erica Dewey comes in. So we still have a Dewey on the floor. Hinton. The team had an 11-point lead. It's down to 3 now. Weaver, there's a Mariemont with the steal. And Lyons trying to look up to Muller and overshot her coming up the floor. There's a little discrepancy on the fouls right now. Each team has 6 fouls. There's Hinton, no good. Offensive rebound by Mackey. Mackey, kind of a wild shot, and inbounds. Naccioni. Naccioni is fouled, and that's going to be before the shot by Hinton. That's her third. We're going to say she was in the act of shooting. I thought it was before the shot. Okay, it's 1-1. That's the reason it is. So Naccioni at the line. Naccioni misses the front end of that. Hinton. Ball slowly up the floor here. She's not getting pressure here as Mariemont still sitting in that 2-3 zone. They've been in that zone basically all night. Hinton. Back to Weaver, or back to Mackey, I'm sorry. And shot was no good. Robertson with the rebound. Back the other direction comes the Warriors. Naccioni, and it's stripped away, but it looks like there was a foul coming up. And if it is, it'll be on Hinton. That'll be her fourth. Actually, it's on Bailey Weaver. That's her third. Weaver was out of the action. Now she stuck her hand back in. Naccioni now. It's the 8th foul for Deer Park. Naccioni gets a nice bounce right there. 13 points for Naccioni. That's a season high for her. Trying to get her Warriors back within 1 now. That one cleanly through. 14 points. 1 point lead now for the Wildcats. I said at the top of the broadcast, neither one of these teams can really afford to lose anymore this season in the league to stay with that league hunt. Shot was no good. Mariemont now with the ball, and nice save by Naccioni. And she's being trapped. Naccioni now splits the defense, and I think what they're going to say, it was a tie-up, so it stays on Mariemont's side. There's Lyons from top of the key. Shot's no good. Hinton back the other direction now for the Wildcats. Hinton now slows it up here. Approaching the 3-minute mark in this game. Abby Lyons picks up the foul. That is her second, and that now puts the Wildcats at the line for 1-1. Hinton, 2 for 4 tonight from the line. Got 3 for 5. She has 7 points. Now tie back in the ball game for Mariemont. She replaces Muller. Hinton trying to push that lead to 3. Does. Gets a nice little bounce. She has 8. And Weaver knocks the ball out of bounds, and it's off of a Mariemont player. So nice job by Bailey Weaver. Substitutions coming in here. Erica Dewey back in the ball game along with Kendall Dewey. So both Deweys are on the floor. Mackey triggering in. Hinton with the ball. We're under 3 now. Hinton, bad shot. Naccioni got a little bit of a lane there, but closes up very quickly. Kendall Dewey now. Dewey, three-pointer, got it. Wow, Kendall Dewey, 3 3-pointers in this half. And Doug Spring calls a 30-second timeout. And we'll see that from one angle, and this is from another angle here. Steps back, nice job by Dewey. She was in, she stepped back, took that three-pointer. She has 3 of them in this quarter. She has 17 points on the game right now, and it is a tie ball game at 39 all with 2:37 to go. Coming in, they looked close because both teams were 8-3, 8-2, 4-2, and 4-1 in the league. The difference was Deer Park does have more experience with seniors on the team. This Mariemont team, no seniors on their team. Doing a great job hanging in here with the Wildcats tonight. Although they have beaten the Wildcats 14 straight times. This goes back to 2011 last time Deer Park has beat Mariemont. And that ball is knocked out of bounds, and it is Mariemont's ball. They have a chance to take a lead here with 2:19 to go. Claire Wilder in the game, and she replaces Dewey, Erica Dewey. And Schneeman, Kinsey Schneeman back in the ball game for Deer Park. She replaces Schreibus. Tori Mackey came storming in there, knocked the ball out of bounds. Mariemont once again will be triggering in. Amy Moeller now finally gets it into Kendall Dewey. Dewey's trying to go coast to coast, little scoop, no good. A rebound by Rose. 39 all. And now we're under 2 minutes to go in this game. And that's Schneeman, and there's taken away underneath it. That should be a possession call. Now we'll stay down with Deer Park. Nice job by Kinsey Schneeman to stay in there. Valentine back in the ball game, replacing Muller for the Warriors. Haley Weaver triggering in. Tori Mackey. There's Hinton was looking for Weaver underneath her, but threw it too high. Koki's not happy with that play. 1:45 to go. Erica Dewey. Or I'm sorry, Naccioni. Naccioni gives it to Dewey. Gives it to Kendall Dewey. There's a two-point attempt off the rim. Robertson with offensive rebound, could not get it up. Another offensive rebound and a possession call, and this time it's going to stay with Mariemont. Tori Mackey was fighting in there with Robertson, tied her up, but it stays down Mariemont's side here, 1:20 to go. Muller looking underneath the basket, and she gets it to Naccioni. Naccioni loses the ball. Now the Wildcats with the ball. Either team has scored in almost 2 minutes now. Tori Mackey with the drive, the little scoop shot, and it goes in. Tori Mackey. 17 points for Mackey. 18 for Mackey right
now. 30-second timeout.
And Doug Spring calls a 30-second timeout. Now, by my records, he has 2 timeouts. Both teams, or he has 2 timeouts left. I think Tom Folke has 3 timeouts left. Here's our last basket. Look at that little scoop shot by Mackey. Another look at it. Mackey, nice little drive to the basket there. She has 17 points right now for Tori. Tori's season high is, and career high is 22 points and against Cincinnati Christian earlier this season. You know, they're doing this game without Janae Rose has yet to score a point. She came in with a 10.7 average, 6.9 rebounds. She's had 21 points this season. She has yet to score in them. Despite the fact they only have 9 players on their bench. The Wildcats are in the lead right now until that basket by Kendall Dewey. Dewey was 11 in this quarter. 19 for the game, and it is tied at 41 all. .32 seconds. There's Weaver off the backboard. Possession call, and it's going to stay down on Deer Park's side. There's Dewey with the drive. She's playing with 4 fouls, too. Seconds ago. Hinton. Off. Rose. Up. No good. As we said, Janae Rose has not scored a point tonight. She's going to have a chance here. The foul is on Valentine. Rose. There is Rose's first point, and that is a big one. That's a first attempt from the foul line tonight. She's only a 32% foul shooter. She's giving her team a 1-point lead. Janae Rose is going to be short. Out of bounds. And it's off Mariemont. So Deer Park with the ball and the 1-point lead. Doug Spring's going to call another timeout. He's got to call a full timeout now. I believe he has 1 timeout left. Deer Park has 3 timeouts left here. 15.6 seconds to go here. How about Janae Rose? Has had struggled underneath the basket tonight, but Rose gets fouled, gets the first foul shot, gets her first point of the night, and it's a big one because it's given her Wildcats a 1-point lead here in this game with 15.6 seconds to go, and Deer Park's going to have the ball coming out of the timeout. Thanks to Tom Nurl, as always, a great host here. I have 5 games this month in this gym, in this building. I told Tom I need a cotton room here, so I can just stay here, but anyway, thanks to Tom. He's always such a gracious host for us for ICRC-TV. Always, also want to send our best wishes to Madeira Athletic Director Joe Kimling. Joe had surgery yesterday, is doing well from the surgery. It's going to be out for a few weeks over Madeira, but we wish our best to Joe for a speedy recovery. Madeira Amazons will be here next week against Mariemont. We'll be showing that game. Okay, here we go. 15.6 seconds to go. And struggle underneath, and They're going to say that Erica Dewey was out of bounds, so we took a half a second off the clock. And they're going to talk this over right now. Okay, well, they were kind of debating what the clock was, but it's 15.1. So half a second came off the clock. Well, now they're changing to 14.1. Now they're going out to 14.6. We can have all different kinds of stuff here. Kyle Kresh is, the official is talking over. He's going over to the scorekeeper here. Mr. Valentine is our scorekeeper. I think what they're saying is it goes out right now, right there. I think Doug's argument is right now that they ran no time off the clock because she was out of bounds, but they ran a second off. So set it at 14-6, and here we go. Mackey. Let's see if the Warriors are going to foul here, and they do. And they fouled the right girl here. The girl that's struggled this season. The foul is on Amy Moeller. That's her second. They put Shaneeman at the line. We said she came in the game shooting only 10% from the line. And Doug Spreen is going to call timeout, and I believe that is his fifth and final timeout. So I think he's out of timeouts, and I think Tom Foke still has 3 left over on his side. It was 7.9 seconds. Here's Mackey with the shot. And here's Dewey. Here's Dewey splitting the defense. So those are the last 3 shots. We haven't had a whole lot of shots in this last couple minutes here. Deer Park has a 1-point lead, 42-41. Possession clock is in favor of the Warriors right now. And we have Shaneeman at the line. He's going to be shooting a 1-and-1. So here we go, Shaneeman. She has 3 points in the game, 1 for 2 tonight from the foul line. It's a big one. She gets it. Well, that 10% foul shooting is certainly going to improve. Now she can give her team a 3-point lead with 7.9 seconds to go. Off the rim. Mariemont with the ball in the hands of Dewey. This is who they want to have the hands. And Dewey, 3-pointer. Got it! And that's in at the buzzer. Kendall Dewey with her 4th 3-pointer of the quarter. Her 5th of the game. And the Deer Park team is stunned as Dewey wins the game on a last-second 3-pointer. 44-43. Wow, what a finish. Well, we thought it would be a good one coming in. I think it came off beyond our expectations here tonight as Kendall Dewey, she has 14 points in this quarter, 22 for the game. Here it is again, Kendall Dewey, right outside the 3-point arc, nothing but net. Watch the clock if you can see it. See, the clock goes up. Well, you can't see the clock on the one. We almost saw the clock on the other one. Let's see if we see it again. We see a couple of different angles here. Great job by the camera work by our ICRC crew, and there it is. You see zeros left on the clock here as a Deer Park team is stunned here. They had led most of the game here tonight, including an 11-point lead. But the Warriors pull off a 44-43 win. Mariemont moves to 9-3 overall, 5-2 in the league. Deer Park drops to 8-3 and 4-2 in the league. So both teams are tied right now. Technically, they're tied for third place in the league. So what a game we had here with ICRC-TV tonight. Once again, thanks to Drew Lowry and the entire crew. Some great playbacks here tonight on some of the shots here, including the big one. The last one at the buzzer, Kendall Dewey with the three-pointer. Her 5th of the game was the biggest of the game. Final score here, 44-43 in favor of the Mariemont Warriors. And Doug Spreen just says, is that good for TV? Yes, it is.